You know what? It just amazes me how Activision just somehow forgets with each Spider-Man game what made the previous game so much fun to play. We went from having the entire city of New York in Ultimate Spider-Man just open to your fingertips to just bland metallic corridors. So we finally had a combat system that was based entirely around using Spider-Man's web shooters and web of shadows, to a combat system that's based around using your fists. This isn't fucking Arkham Asylum, it's Spider-Man. I want to use my web shooters. Check it, this is Spider-Man Edge of Time. First and foremost, I just have to get this out of the way. The story for this game is bad. I can forgive a lot if you just present me with a story that at least shows some effort, but this game will leave you scratching your head a lot as you try to figure out what the hell just happened.
You're as brave and unselfish as another guy who goes by the handle Spider-Man. You're a worthy successor to the name.
Thanks. I mean that.
In this game, you'll be constantly switching between the present-day Spider-Man and Spider-Man of the year 2099. A villain from the future has found a way to travel to the past and ends up murdering the present-day Spider-Man through the use of bullshit science, because you really have to suspend your disbelief in order for this to work. The two Spider-Men are able to talk to each other and have a single night to stop the Madmen's plot for world domination, but they also have to make sure that the Amazing Spider-Man stays alive as well. Let's just ignore the villains here for a moment because, frankly, their motivations are poorly explained, so their dialogue is not even worth looking at. But the cross-chatter between the Amazing Spider-Man and 2099? It's very well done. They strike a very nice dynamic between Miguel, the 2099 Spider-Man, who is a lot more mission-focused.
What's important is not standing by and allowing someone to suffer or die because you do nothing. If you don't get that, then you don't get the first thing about being Spider-Man.
You're the one who doesn't get it, Parker. The future depends on
My future is meaningless without her.
And Peter, the Amazing Spider-Man, who cracks jokes every chance he can get, even when he's faced with certain doom.
Come on, Parker. Where's that never say die attitude?
I don't need to say it to do it. And I'm out of jokes.
The combat system in this game takes two major steps back and does away with a lot of the moves that Spidey has learned over the years. What's that? You liked having a combat system based around your web shooters so you could sling from enemy to enemy without ever having to stop? Well, fuck that. I hope you like having to punch every enemy in the face and doing the same combo over and over again. Edge of Time has pretty much stripped Spider-Man of everything that he's learned over the past decade and brought him back to basics. Why the fuck am I upgrading web shooters just to web someone in the face? Shouldn't something like that just be automatic? Oh, excuse me. I didn't know I needed an upgrade to allow me to knock someone in the air down. I can understand that he did this attack with some type of webbing that would require an upgrade, but he's just using his fists. However, there is one shining light to this game's combat mechanics: your spider sense. For the first time ever, there's no gimmicky quick time event that takes you out of combat so they can theatrically show off Spider-Man's agility. Just press the trigger and boom, it's activated. And best yet, it's pretty much unlimited. So for once, you actually have full access to all of Spider-Man's abilities, which is pretty awesome. Enter a room, clear it of enemies, hit the switch. Enter a room, clear it of enemies, destroy the generator. That's it for Edge of Time's mission variety. I don't know who thought this would be fun to do for the entire game, but it gets boring and fast. The only thing that breaks up this monotony are the 2099 free fall sequences. However, except for two of them, the rest just keep on pissing me off because they are so frustratingly pointless. Jumping down an elevator shaft to save someone in a plummeting elevator makes perfect sense. A skyscraper with 7 different freefall points down the center of the building doesn't make any. The very first thing that everyone wants to do when they get a Spider-Man game is to go swinging around town before you take on any missions. But you just can't do that here. I really hope you like seeing bland metal corridor after bland metal corridor, because that's all you see around in this game. I don't know about you, but after the first hour beating up robot goons, I became very disinterested and stopped paying attention to them. As you progress through this game, all that changes is the number of goons you have to fight when you clear a room. I want you to pay attention to two things. First, look at this game's cover. I love it. It's actually one of my favorites that I've seen in a long time. It's pretty badass. Now I want you to check out this game's main menu. This shit looks awesome! You know you're in for one epic run once you start this game. Both give off a very dark vibe, telling you that this isn't just some quick cash-in game. Some serious shit is about to go down in this. I just love it. But when you pop in the game, all that darkness, all that awesomeness is just gone. The trailers, the cover for this game, everything about it is a fucking lie. I don't know how or why when they have no movie to release this with, so they could have taken their time to release a quality product. Everything about this game just feels incomplete. This entire game feels like it should have been a single, no, possibly 2 chapters in a much larger game. I was at GameStop waiting in line to get a copy of Deus Ex for the PC, and then I saw this game on the store shelf. I should have known something was wrong, seeing as how I didn't hear that this game had been released already. But I decided to grab it anyways. I had 2 hours of free time, so I decided to play the game. After 2 hours, to my shock and horror, I was 75% complete with this game. 2 hours! 75%! Okay, here's the deal. Do not buy this game while it costs $60, because they're just ripping you off. Everything inside this game is just recycled from Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. It was made cheaply, and it shows. This should have been a budget title game. But when this game drops to maybe like $20, maybe $25, it will be completely worth it. There are some genuinely awesome moments in this game, but the repetition and ridiculously short length of this game do not justify that price tag.
Spider Sense.
My name is Quantum. You can check out my reviews here on YouTube. You can see more at GameOnSite.com, and I'll see you later.